What is good, YouTube? Welcome back to the video. Excuse my hair, man. I just got out of bed, and yeah, I was in bed watching the game. And look, the Bears Packers game, man, was insane, man. Part two. I mean, last game, was a heartbreaker. This game was an amazing game for us, man. We won. The final score was 22-16. Look, man, I got a lot to say about this game, so we're gonna get right into it, man. But before you guys, before we get into this video, please go like and subscribe. We're 3 subscribers away from 300, and that would be greatly appreciated if you guys can subscribe. Daily content is on the way. Without further ado, let's get on with the video. So yeah, look, was this game pretty? No, it really wasn't, but and I do have a lot of critiques on this game for the Bears, but look, whenever you get to beat the Green Bay Packers, man, you just gotta take it and just bask in the victory, man. It was a great win, a great team win. A lot of things had to go right for us to win this game, man. But look, this team showed a lot of grit. It showed a lot of heart, and that's what you really need in a football team, man. First, let's talk about Caleb Williams, man. Let's talk about Caleb Williams. He had a spectacular game. Look, again, people are going to look at the box score and say, oh, wait, his completion percentage was 19 for 34. A lot of them were throwouts. Some of them were drop passes. Yeah, and some he missed throws. That's what you're going to get with Caleb Williams right now in his year two with Ben Johnson. He's going to miss some throws, man. But when it mattered the most, he'll make the throw and he'll make the play. That fourth down throw to Jade Walker, insane to force overtime. Fourth down, that was such a good play call by Ben Johnson. Great throw by Caleb and great catch by Jade Walker, who again was wide receiver 2/wide receiver 3. He low-key played better than Olamide Zaccheaus, so I will give him wide receiver 2. He played great, man. I mean, he made the throw and he made the catch that mattered the most. And Caleb under pressure made an amazing throw, man. And then another play that Caleb played really well was that throw in overtime to DJ Moore to end the game, man. Off his back foot, throws a 46-yard pass to DJ Moore. Bears fans have been waiting for in a franchise quarterback is for the quarterback when all the odds are stacked against him. He didn't have Luther Burden. He did not have Roma Dunes. But you know what? When it mattered the most, he came out there, threw the game-winning touchdown, and saved us and won this important rivalry game that really can help us win the division now and get us a home playoff game. So shout out to Caleb Williams, shout out to QB1, shout out to Iceman, 250 yards, 2 touchdowns. Um, Accuracy still needs to improve, but look, when you're making plays and when you're making special plays like he does, that is all I can ask for, man. And no critiques. I think he played his best game as a pro, man. And I know we keep saying that every week, and that's such the beauty of it is that he's getting better every week. But honestly, I think this is probably his best game, just with how the stakes were. This is probably the biggest game in Soldier Field in so long. So shout out to Caleb Williams and shout out to QB1 there, man. He played spectacular. And guess what? With the Lions' loss to the Steelers, the Bears have clinched the playoff spot. So we got to look in the outlook for that. But another player I want to shout out to is Cairo Santos, man. Look, this was a huge win. Like, the win was crazy in Soldier Field. And to get his accuracy, he kicked a 51-yarder and he just nailed it. He kicked a 46-yarder, nailed it. He kicked a 30-yarder, nailed it, and nailed that extra point to get us to overtime. He played spectacular. Shout out to Cairo Santos for that. And then shout out to the special teams, man. You win this game without that onside kick, man. We needed that onside kick. Josh Blackwell with that fumble recovery. Amazing job. And then again, the defense played out of its mind. In 0 for 5 in the red zone for the Green Bay Packers. Got that turnover that we needed. And also got that forced. I mean, I guess Green Bay Packers low-key sold on that fourth down, or I think third down in overtime where they fumbled. So, you needed things to go your way this game, and they did. So I think defense played fine. The only critique I do have for the defense is Dennis Allen, man. I get it. You know, Malik Willis is in the game. It throws off your scheme because Malik Willis and Jordan Love are different quarterbacks. But man, Malik Willis was running all over this team, man, and I just wish that we had a spy on Malik Willis because that really could have helped us. Um, but at the end of the day, we got the job done. But I think the defensive adjustments need to be better when we play the Niners and we play the Lions. But again, shout out to Dennis Allen. That defense played well, got that takeaway, and we still lead the league in takeaways, man. Um, Now I want to go into the offense because I did touch upon Caleb Williams. I touched upon DJ Moore, who had a really good game with 109 yards, five receptions, one touchdown, 97 yards in receiving yards, and he did have 12 yards in rushing. So he played a really good game. My question is for Ben Johnson is fourth down in the red zone. Why are we being cute? Like, I get it. Look, Ben Johnson known for his creative play calling, but it's gonna cost you sometimes, man. It's gonna cost you some games. So I don't like it when we go too cute. You know, just hand the ball off to Manungai or DeAndre Swift. QB sneak it. You had so many options. It was fourth and inches. I think that was just an unnecessary play that led to a score for the Green Bay Packers. But again, other than that, I think Ben Johnson had a solid game. I think there were some play calls I didn't like where he kept going to the run even though the run wasn't working, and I just wish he let Caleb Williams cook in the first half. But again, this Bears team needs to get better. In the first half, man, 0 points in the first half is just unacceptable. And I get it. The Green Bay Packers possessed the ball longer than you, but you know, at the end of the day, like you got to find ways to score when you're in the red zone. You got to. You just have to, right? I get it. The Bears are 1-2 in the red zone, but today you didn't have life until the fourth quarter, and that's something that's a little concerning. But you know, I'll take the win, man. At the end of the day, I'm going to say the same thing. I'll take the win. However it comes, man. This team knows how to fight. This team will fight to the end of the game. And the Packers were up 16-3, man. They were up 16-3, and they blew it. They blew it. Kind of sounds like how we blew it to the Vikings week 1. That's how they blew it. And look, again, I'll address the elephant in the room. Jordan Love went down with a concussion. As a Bears fan, I think it was a little dirty from Austin Booker, but it's football. Things happen. But look, I really hope that Jordan Love comes back. I really wish he played in the game because it would have been a lot more sweet to be Jordan Love. I still think we could have been Jordan Love because they weren't cooking with Jordan Love either. But I really hope that he comes back healthy and plays well for the Packers. Second of all, the Bears, they had injuries too, man. Jordan Love had his receivers. The Packers had the receivers. Now you can argue, okay, Evan Williams was out, their safety, who was pretty good. Zach Tom, their offensive line, but their offensive line played really well. And the Bears did not have Luther Burden. They didn't have DJ Moore. Sorry, not DJ Moore. They didn't have Roma Dunze. Like the Bears were also dealing with injuries too. So I think both teams were really riddled with injuries. Unfortunately, the Jordan Love thing happened in the game, which sucked. But again, I'm proud of this team. I'm proud of how this team fought. And look, you got a big game against the Niners. You control your destiny. You do need the Seahawks to lose because honestly, like you want to get the 1 seed, right? Like if you want to get the 1 seed, the Seahawks do need to lose another game and you got to win out. But look, first, the goal is to make the playoffs. And so we need Detroit to lose. And then second of all, the goal is to win the division, man. So if we can do that, I like our chances in the postseason and I like our chances to lift that Lombardi. Look, I'm not trying to get ahead of myself. This is a great building block of victory, but I definitely think this team can win meaningful games in January if this team continues to play this level. Again, we need better first half starts though, because both games against Green Bay, if we combine the halves from the first and second quarter of both games, we only scored 3 points. That's unacceptable. That's unacceptable. Well, whereas the Packers scored 20. Second half, we outscored them in both games. But who cares at the end of the day, man? You got in postseason football, you got to play 4 quarters of good football to win games. So again, shout out to the Bears, shout out to shout out to Caleb Williams, shout out to Ben Johnson, shout out to everybody on that football team, all 53 men. They came out there today and they fought and they deserved the victory. We deserve that victory, man, as Bears fans. But at the same breath, there are still things that the Bears need to do to be better. And that's a great thing. When you win and you still have things to improve on, that's the beauty of sports, man. And this team has so much more things they can do, and so much more things they can do against better teams like the Niners, like the Lions next week. Even though the Lions have struggled this year, they're still a really good team that the Bears need to clean up on to get and reach above their goals of the season. With that being said, man, thank you all for watching this video, man. If you all are excited about the Bears season like I am, go subscribe to this video, man. We're gonna be posting a lot in this upcoming weeks and the upcoming months. So if you guys like this, like sports content like this is the channel for you. It's been your boy Slashing Got Next. I'm out. Peace.